Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Python. Today we're going over the Fibonacci sequence. I love this sequence. It's very brilliant in how it works. And if we flip over to the screen here and we look at the doc string here, we have an example of a small snippet of the Fibonacci sequence. So what is it basically? Well, pretty much it starts at 0 and then we goes to 1, and those are the first two in the sequence, and then that one is the sum of that one before added to the two before that, and then this 2 is the number one before added to the other one, the one before that, and then this 3 is the 2, which is the one before, added to the 1, which is the one before the 2. Then so on and so forth. The numbers very quickly get very big. I think it's genius as well. So, what I aim to do today is to write a piece of code that basically prints out a defined count of the Fibonacci sequence. So we're going to do that first by creating a function, and then we're going to have a loop within that function, and then we're going to call how many counts we want of that function. So the first thing to do is to create a function. So we do that. I've written it out previously here because I had to write the code myself. I'll just use some hashes to take it out, or hashtags anyway. So first we write the function, which is, I've called it def, which is what you use to define the function, and then you have Fibonacci. I've called it Fibonacci because it's Fibonacci sequence. Then within that I've used n. And then we have A, which is 0. Take the first number as 0. And the second one is B, which is 1. And then I'm going to put my loop within that function. So we're going to say for I within a range 0 to n, and then I'm going to specify n at the end. So it's going to loop from 0 to whatever I specify at the end. And we're going to print out A. So that's the first half. I've broken it down into 2 pieces. Let's get rid of all these hashtags. So then we've got temp, which equals to A. So to begin with, temp is the first count, which is 0 in this case. And then we've got A. So this is where the sequence then has to move on. So we have A equals to B, and B is equal to temp plus B. So this is where you get your 1 here equal to the number previously added to the one prior to that. So this is how the sequence moves on. And then you return A. And then, so this is then completing that function there. And then later on, then we define what we want n to be. So we call Fibonacci, and then in brackets we put our n value. So let's test it out. Let's start with 5, and we're going to call it 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it works. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. Is that the first 5? It is. So let's take it beyond what I've got here. So let's go for 15. Oh, we don't want to do that. You see, if you look on our output here, we can see it gets quite big very quickly. But this is all about programming and big data. So let's take it to 150. Let's start with 50. Look at that. So that is the Fibonacci. Fibonacci sequence very quickly gets very big. You see here, you have like 7.8 billion. It's incredible. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial on Fibonacci. It's a brilliant guy, amazing sequence, and this is pretty much like one of the major tests for a programmer is, can you write the Fibonacci sequence? It's very popular amongst programmers. So I'll see you in my other tutorials hopefully, and if you enjoyed that, please subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.